Think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. I can shake off everything as I write. My sorrows disappear, my courage is reborn. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Look at how a single candle can both defy and define the darkness. People can tell you to keep your mouth shut, but that doesn't stop you from having your own opinion. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. Where there's hope, there's life. It fills us with fresh courage and makes us strong again. In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. We all live with the objective of being happy. Our lives are all different and yet the same. You can be lonely even when you are loved by many people, since you are still not anybody's one and only. But feelings can't be ignored, no matter how unjust or ungrateful they seem. As long as this exists, this sunshine and this cloudless sky, and as long as I can enjoy it, how can I be sad? Those who have courage and faith shall never perish in misery. The weak die out and the strong will survive, and will live on forever. The weak fall, but the strong will remain and never go under. Sympathy, love, fortune. We all have these qualities, but still tend to not use them. I want to write, but more than that, I want to bring out all kinds of things that lie buried deep in my heart. People who have a religion should be glad, for not everyone has the gift of believing in heavenly things. Don't condemn me, remember rather that sometimes I, too, can reach the bursting point. The final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands. A person who's happy will make others happy. A person who has courage and faith will never die in misery. Boys will be boys. And even that wouldn't matter if only we could prevent girls from being girls. There's something happening every day, but I'm too tired and lazy to write it all down. Sometimes I'm so deeply buried under self-reproaches that I long for a word of comfort to help me dig myself out again. The reason for my starting a diary is that I have no real friend. What is done cannot be undone, but one can prevent it happening again. I'm sentimental, I know. I'm desperate and silly, I know that too. Oh, help me. In the future, I'm going to devote less time to sentimentality and more time to reality. This is a photograph of me as I wish I looked all the time. Then I might have a chance of getting in Hollywood. Our lives are fashioned by our choices. First we make our choices. Then our choices make us. A person can be lonely even if he is loved by many people, because he is still not the one and only to anyone. Ordinary people don't know how much books can mean to someone who's cooped up. But I've slammed the door to my inner self. If he ever wants to force the lock again, he'll have to use a harder crowbar. Who knows, perhaps he doesn't care about me at all and look at the others in just the same way. What's the point of the war? Why, oh, why can't people live together peacefully? Why all this destruction? I wonder if anyone can ever succeed in making their children content. At such moments, I don't think about all the misery, but about the beauty that still remains. People can so easily be tempted by slackness, and by money. I had to hold my head up high and put a bold face on things, but the thoughts keep coming anyways. I can't let them see my doubts, or the wounds they've inflicted on me. You only really get to know a person after a fight. Only then can you judge their true characters. I want to see the world and do all kinds of exciting things, and a little money won't hurt. Sleep makes the silence and the terrible fear go by more quickly, helps pass the time, since it's impossible to kill. But I don't think building sand castles in the air is such a terrible thing to do, as long as you don't take it too seriously. There's one golden rule to keep before you: laugh about everything and don't bother yourself about the others. Deep down I know I could never be that innocent again, however much I'd like to be. As long as you're in the food business, why not make sweets? The nicest part is being able to write down all my thoughts and feeling, otherwise, I might suffocate. No, I'm not afraid, except when it comes to things about myself, but I'm working on that. I misjudged her, wasn't mature enough to understand how difficult it was for her. I don't think my opinions are stupid, but other people do, so it's better to keep them to myself. I long to ride a bike, dance, whistle, look at the world, feel young and know that I'm free, and yet I can't let it show. As long as you can look fearlessly at the sky, you'll know that you're pure within and will find happiness once more. What one Christian does is his own responsibility. What one Jew does is thrown back at all Jews. It's easier to whisper your feelings than to trumpet them forth out loud. How wonderful that no one need wait a single moment to improve the world. Jews and Christians wait, the whole world waits, and there are many who wait for death. I keep my ideals because in spite of everything I still believe that people are good at heart. I'm my best and harshest critic. I know what's good and what isn't. So much has happened, it's as if the whole world had suddenly turned upside down.